Hey guys, welcome to or welcome back to Penguin's Garage. We got something exciting. Now that the Tacoma's done-ish, I'm a 70%er, guys. It runs, it drives, it's done, right? So now that that's done enough, I needed another project. So I went ahead and I got one. And the wife's about to see it for the first time, not even knowing that I did it. So here it is. I don't know much about it. I don't even know how long it is. I know that it's registered, I know that it needs engine work, and I know that it was the cheapest one I could find for the past 1.5 to 2 years. So here it is. It's a Glastron SX175. I believe it's an 18-footer. Interior? Meh, marginal. It's okay. It's clean enough. I'll clean it up, we'll be done. I'll buff up the sides, and it'll all be good.
Lying liar.
I did. I went and did an oil change.
Did you?
Yeah.
Just happened to pick up a boat on the way. Oh, that's pretty nice.
We have a boat.
Ooh.
Let's go look at it. Hop up, dude. Look, the seats are in okay condition.
Oh, yeah, they're pretty good. They're not cracked at all.
No, it comes with a bunch of stuff. Look, there's rope.
Yes, that is necessary.
And then there's bumpers. There's a key.
There's seats.
Not bad, right?
There's the engine.
And look, he started trying to buff this corner up a little. So the corner he buffed a little bit. And then over here, he did this by hand. So I can easily get all that back.
You taking it out for my birthday?
So yeah, no, it won't be running by your birthday.
Aw.
Maybe not. I don't know. It might.
Aw.
Yeah. So guys, this is our new toy. I bought the cheapest boat that I could find on Marketplace. It's got the 4.3 Volvo Penta and then the Volvo Outdrive. We've been looking for a cheap boat. I'm not a guy that needs a $100,000 boat, nor would I ever buy one if I could. This suits everything that we want. And we're gonna take you through the process of fixing it up, putting it on the water, and then putting it for sale.
Guess who gets to drive it?
You do.
I get to drive it.
You know how to drive a boat better than I do.
I do.
I drive the trailers, guys. She drives the boat. I haven't driven a boat since I was probably 12, 13 years old. Ah, that's not true. I drove the Raynell a tiny bit.
You drive a boat. You just don't have a license.
But yeah, it is what it is, guys. Let's get the wife in her bikini, get out there and do some boating. But
White Claws. Hell yeah.
first off, the 2, 3, and 5 cylinder have 0 compression on them. So gonna yard off the heads. Well, we're gonna do a leak down, yard off the heads. I'll take you guys all through that process of how to fix up a Marketplace boat. I think this is gonna be a fun little thing. I'm excited about it. It's another full-on project, but it's a lot smaller of a project than the Tacoma, and it's a passive. I don't care how long this takes. It's not gonna take very long though. I've already got parts on order and machine shop lined. Yeah, never mind. But this is it. This is the direction the channel is headed for the next few episodes, or maybe-ish. I don't know. So let's start playing around with this. And for me, it's the end of my day. For you, you'll see me taking it apart just like that. Guys, the day has come. We're gonna work on the boat. The wife came out to say hi.
Hi.
The wife came out to say hi.
Hi. Oh my God, hi.
Wow, all right. Back to doing boat things.
Can you not do that?
So what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna figure out what's going on with the engine, diagnose it myself, and then take apart the correct components. Now, I was told that it didn't have compression on a few of the cylinders, so I'm going into it with the notion that that's what I'm gonna be fixing, but I'm not gonna let that skew me. I've been told things before, and it's not the truth. that's no compression. It's spinning fast enough that it should be a little more than that, I would think. Leak down time. Okay, guys and girls, if you don't know what a leak down tester is, this is what it is. It takes shop air, puts it in here, and pushes out into this hose. So we're going to thread this into the cylinder. All right, that's in there. Click this in. Then we're going to put shop air in it. So now we're going to introduce pressure with the regulator. And it's slipping through. So I'm going to turn the key a few times because usually you can do it with a crank, but there's no place to get the crank. So I'm going to hit the key a few times, see if we can get this thing to spin and grab some numbers here. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to say that's pretty bad. So what we did, guys, is turn the motor over several times. I got this at 100 psi. We have almost 100% leak by. I can hear it coming out of the exhaust and the intake right now, and that's what you're listening for. But you don't want it to come out of here. So I have nothing coming out of the oil at all, which is a good sign. But when I looked in there, I didn't really love what I saw. You can pull the dipstick tube too and see if you get pressure out of there. That would indicate that the rings are wiped out. Now, rings are not wiped out in this case, but we got leak in the exhaust and the intake. Now, I saw rust inside this here oil cap, and then I'm looking around at the rest of this stuff, so I'm not really sure which way I'm going to go with this. I did find two boats for sale, both with a 4.3 liter in it. So I might go look at those tomorrow and then see if it's a good motor transplant or not. These are, I've done one boat motor before. It wasn't really that bad. Pretty straightforward and simple, and 10 out of 10 would recommend to a friend. So that could be an option here, but I think what's going to be the determining factor, take off the risers, because if I buy the other boats and these risers are bad, then the risers on the other boat are good. That pays for itself right there. So we'll see what we got to do here, but condemned heads for sure. So let's get our borescope and see what it looks like. Well, guys, that's my cylinder wall right there. It's not something you ever want to see. Plus the top of the piston's rusty. I will not be taking this motor apart. We're not doing heads on this. It's either coming out or this boat's going bye-bye. So we gotta figure out what step 2 is here. I'll give a little update once I know what I want to do. But with the internals looking the way they do, there's no way I'm gonna, number one, put this thing back together. Will it run? Maybe. Is it going to be reliable? No. Am I going to be stranded out in the water? No. No. So, yeah, I'll be back. Yeah. Fixed it. A few days have passed. We got solutions. Let's get into it. First of all, the boat, paid $1,500 for it. I think that's a great deal. It is registered, so there's no back fees in the state of California. If you don't keep up to things year to year, you owe back fees. It's not uncommon to find a boat like this that owes $1,000 on back fees. Always have to look at that when you buy these boats. So what I did, I purchased said boat. And I ran the VIN number ahead of time with a registration person, and they said that it is current till December. I got a little bit of time given that it's only July. So I had a little bit of time to sit on this and see what I wanted to do. Now, $1,500 for the boat, and the motor's cooked. Cheapest boats that I can find right now are around $5,000. So that gives me a little bit of a buffer to still be ahead on this. I bought a bunch of detail stuff for the gel coat and all that, and obviously I'm doing the labor myself, so I don't have to factor that in, although time is worth money and you need to think of that also. What we got is about, I don't know, it's under $100 for all the detail material so far. And as far as the mechanical goes, we found out that the motor's toast. Well, that being said, I told you on the last time, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I might just send it down the road. I've decided to go different. Number one, good content to bring a boat like this back to life that's kind of on the fence. You know, you get a good enough deal on things, everything's worth it. So we're gonna be doing a motor in this boat. Now, the other side of things, the risers in here, if those are bad, I thought they were $2,000, but they're not. They're about $800 for the pair. And that's using a pretty damn good quality one. So that's a factor too. If I need those, I can get them. The other thing I found out is this is the metric motor. So the metric motor is a lot easier to get parts for than the standard motor, because the standard motor, I mean, let's face it, all the things in GM now is all metric. So if I need a bolt, I can go down to the dealer of any Chevy dealership and tell them I'm working on an Astro van or an S10 or anything, I got it. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna pop this motor out. I'm sending it out to get rebuilt. While it's getting rebuilt, I'm gonna shine this turd up. It's gonna be cleaner than that Jeep that you guys saw the other day. Whoops. Anyways, back to the boat. So, this is all gonna be happening. I'm gonna be filming all this. I'll probably release this in maybe 1 or 2 videos. I don't know, we'll figure that out. But we're planning on getting the engine back in 3 weeks. He told me 2 to 3 weeks. We say 3 weeks. I'll have all the other parts already ordered up, already on their way, and we're gonna cruise with this thing. Then we're going out on the lake day. You guys are gonna get to see me in my favorite Speedo. I'll tell you what, it looks like somebody murdered a squirrel, threw him down there, you know? Exit viewers now. Damn. I guess that's a good way to lose subscribers real fast before you're even anybody on YouTube. So yeah, we're gonna go all through this. Step 1, we have to take this outdrive off. You have to drop the outdrive and slide it off because there's a shaft that goes through into the engine. A lot easier than you would think it was. I don't know if any of this stuff works, so it's a great time to find out if it works or not. So we're gonna do that. So without further ado, we're gonna pull this poo off of the boat. So guys, got it off. I used a 5/8 chrome swivel head. This is the strap-on socket, so it was able to get in there. I used a couple of the other ones and they weren't able to get in there. But that is done. So now I'm going to slide this off. It's got me questioning if I did this correctly or if I have to undo the boot underneath. I don't know the answer to that question. So, I'm gonna check. I don't know what this is gonna do. I think we're good. Well, that separated it pretty easy. Giggity. Now we have an issue with this stuff. Okay, so I see the universal coming out. There it is. Okay. Oh shit. What is it? I don't know what's under this cover, but it looks easy. There it is. Alright, there's a problem. I forgot that. So what I saw, guys, there's a cable right there going into it. And there was a cover, so I took the cover off. And there's the cable. Now this, from what I can tell, is going to be your forward and reverse. So that steel right there is pretty toasted out too. Yeah. But we'll see what happens here. So let's get this off. Okay. So we got that linkage out. Let's see if we can see her out now. Oh, there she goes. There she goes.
Hi.
Hi. Hold this.
Oh boy.
It's getting real out here. Why is that not coming out? Oh boy.
Seems like a good time to pause and eat lunch.
I'm gonna rip this off and I'm done. That's a good part to pause for the day. Go grab the shifter and chuck that bitch forward. Nope, go the other way. Yep, that worked. Now, this is gonna fall out. Yep, shit, did it ever. Okay, now what do I do with it? So that's it, guys. We got her off. There is a detent on this cable, which this cable is shot. Let's see if we can see this here. See how it's all peeled back Looney Tunes style on there? Yeah. We will be getting a new cable. It's not what I wanted. I know these things are fucking expensive, but $200-300 cable now is better than a $200-300 cable when you're doing the job again. Got a little O-ring right here I got to pick up, and that's it for back here. So I'm going to tie the hydraulics up, and it is Sunday. It's 101 degrees in the shop right now, something like that, 100, 101. I'm sweating like crazy. I am calling this a good day, and I'm going in the pool with the wife. So yeah, I'll pick back up on this tomorrow night, another night. Yeah, that's it for right now. See you guys tomorrow. So it's another day. It got a little warm. I took off, I went swimming, so we're back another day. I grabbed Steve's cherry picker so that we can yank the motor out of the boat. However, it is 8:30 in the morning. At 9, I got a job. So let's go yank a trailer real quick, and then we'll get back and jump on this boat. So what we're picking up today is a 37-foot fifth wheel. It's a dealer transfer. I have not done a dealer transfer yet. This will be my first time doing something for an actual dealer. My understanding, we're just picking up a 37-footer. It's an open range. We're going to be transferring it from Kearney Mesa down to El Cajon. So get a nice little quick trailer move out of the way here, and then get back to doing the boat. there's gonna be a little change coming up in some of the content at some point. You're gonna see me get back to my roots of buying stuff on Craigslist, fixing it up and turn around and sell it, or keep it, or do whatever I do. Plus a lot of the side jobs that I already do for people that you guys have already seen, trying to help people out, as well as, you know, you the viewer, if you have something that you're kind of struggling with or would like to do, just let me know. But you're gonna see me do a few more trailer moves, and I'll start bringing you into my life a little more here as time goes on. But yeah, that's what I got going on today. So off to Kearney Mesa we go. So we just got to the lot, and we're gonna be going over into the corner here. It's very spacious here, so it's kind of nice. So this is our girl right here, the open range. Gonna get hooked up, disconnect everything, and move on with our lives. Something you guys always want to take a look at when you're pulling a fifth wheel is you look in there and you make sure those jaws are closed before you do anything. Once those jaws are closed, then you go up and you pin your lock. So then, even before I pick the feet up, I'm going to get the hose out here, the electrical hose, plug that in. So my jaws are locked, my pin is in. Before you pick up the legs, you always want to yank it forward and hit the brakes. And that way you make sure the jaws aren't going to undo on you and land on your truck. Alright, so that's our tug test. Jaws are still nice and closed. Shut our tailgate. Pick up the old legs. So this one has an auto leveling system. Right here is the auto level. So you're going to hit that. Brings the legs right up. Also, I don't know if I caught it, guys, but you got to make sure these are loose too. Go around, get all the tire chocks. Alright, that one's in there pretty good. Try and kick it out. There it goes. Shit. Alright guys, now we just yank her on out of here. I'm gonna punch in the address to drop it off at here. Alright, activate party mode here. Tow haul. And there we go. we are headed out. So that's it for the first part. Pick this back up once I get to my location. All right, guys, so we just got that thing parked in there. The guy was outside, and there was a whole line of other campers and everything trying to get in there. So just kind of did what I do and unlocked it and set it and left. So that is all done. Now that's all I had planned for the day. So we're gonna go back and yard the motor out of the boat now that it is officially 89 degrees out, and at home it should be about 95 today, something nice and cool like that. So really looking forward to that, but catch you on the boat. So we took off the left side manifold already, knowing that it was going to be the easier side. So we're over here on the captain side of things. We're going to loosen up these two clamps right here. We are going to pull this box off because it contains all the electrical and we don't want that to come with it. So we're going to just kind of tuck that off to the side, and then I'm going to unbolt the manifold, knock it off to the side, loosen up this. It's going to barf everywhere, and then we're going to be yanking this side off. So I'll show you how that's all done. This is going to spill water everywhere. Nice brown, disgusting water. That one's loose. That's all fuckered up. Those are in just amazing conditions. Note the beautiful P-slits. Crikeys. We got the risers out. We have to do some wire management here now. We want all this to stay with the boat. So we're going to disconnect anything that's going into this box here, gets disconnected, and then the motor comes out with everything minus what's in the boat side. That way we're not disconnecting wires and doing all sorts of stuff in here. We can have it out of the boat, working comfortably, and strip it down. That's the plan as of right now. So we got this side all buttoned up as far as, you know, electronics and little hoses and things go. You'll see back here, if I can get the good lighting on it, I unbolted this from the bell housing. We're going to leave that there. That's some sort of power steering cooler. And then there's a ground strap right there that I went ahead and disconnected, through that over here. I'm going to pop this motor mount and then get the one right down there. And then from what it looks like is this whole thing will just come up and out, and bell housing and all. So we're going to give that a whack, but I'm going to bang off these right now. It is coming. I didn't think that was going to come off. Guarantee it's going to be a little on the warm side now though. So on this side here, I don't want to mess with the power steering line, so I'm just going to take the pump, take it off, and put it over there. So step one is going to be to loosen up all these bolts. There's a pivot bolt here, a pivot bolt there, and then one there. We're going to loosen all those up. Actually, I'll shoot them right off. Of course. Don't make them all the same size. That would be silly. Done. Stupid. Shit. Well, that's it for that socket for now. There. Belt's off. Bolts are off. Ish. Really could use that socket again. One that I just propelled into the abyss. Fun little update. tried and tried and tried to get this little fella off. She ain't coming off. So I took the bolts off there and over there, and that mount will come with it. We're gonna use the cherry picker, pop it up a little bit, and then I'm gonna sneak the power steering lines down and around and up over this and keep it here. I'm gonna do all this outside because I think I'm gonna need the skid steer to get it up high enough here, because I don't have any room in here. So use the skid steer to completely get it out once I know that it's free with the cherry picker. So next step is pulling it outside into the sun. Guys, we're going to pop this motor mount off here. There it is, guys. Motor's out. We'll go through, we'll clean all this shit up afterwards. Not my priority right now. Right now, I need to get this stripped down, get this over to the engine builder. So I'm gonna rip off all the accessories and dump them on the floor over there, and away she goes. Go bye-bye. So far, I am an hour and 15 minutes into this. That's not including taking out the seats, because you guys saw me do that the other day, but very straightforward job here, so happy about that. But let's not keep flapping, let's get to it. I gotta take a second, show you guys something here. What do you get out of that? 106, 108, something like that in the sun. In the shop, it's about 95. So, oh yeah, and then we have a little bit of humidity, about 55%, which in California sucks. So, yeah, I got all the tools out for the boat. It was too hot to touch them, so letting them cool down a little bit, and then start ripping off. I'm going to start with the bell housing, and then I'm going to take all the little trinkets off, throw it in the back of the truck, and then I'll shoot the brackets off. But that's where we sit as of the moment. Okay guys, I've missed my opportunity to drop off the motor today. I got an appointment at 3 that I gotta go to. Therefore, there's no reason for me to be out here sweating my butt off. I got the motor out of the boat, that's the hard part. Tomorrow morning, finish stripping this thing down. I'll throw it in the back of the truck and get it ready for Monday morning. And yeah, that'll be that. So, see you tomorrow. So we got down to the harmonic balancer here, and I figured I'd show you guys how this works. So the harmonic balancer kits, I'll show you in a couple seconds, they have multiple different adapters. So I matched up the bolts. The bolts are exactly how they should be now. It's pretty. We got this little piece here. This slips in behind all this. Then this rod goes in here. And then you put your last bolt in there. So some of these are 2 bolts, some 4 bolts, some 3 bolt. Okay, so that's that. Alright, so these are hand tools. They're designed to be used by hand, not with a machine, but let me ask you this. If they were meant to be used by hand, why do they work so well with air tools? I mean, come on. By hand? Not in my house. So yeah, that just pulled that off. So this is what the kit looks like, guys. You get all the fun little attachments in here. Multiple assortment of bolts. It works on pretty much every one. There is specialty ones where they got little fingers that go in and twist and yada yada, but not the point of this conversation. So we got that off. I'm going to take this bracket here off. I'm going to take the coolant temp sensor off. We're going to get a new one of those. I send it with the valve covers and everything. We pop the spark plugs out, pop this hose off. The coil over here, this has to come off, but obviously it's holding the chain right now, so we're not going to do that yet. Yeah, this will come off. So yeah, let's keep going with a couple little things and pick back up in a moment here. Yeah, that's a good idea. We're rebuilding this. That is horrible. Wow. Yeah, buddy. It's as stripped down as I'm going to get it. Just got the coolant temp sensor, but Raymond will pull that out. Yeah. Now, once it's in the truck, I'll pull this last bracket off, and I'll pull the front bracket off, and we will be good to go. So, well, that's out. We're going to be doing some polishing now. You can already see I did a quick buff right here, and then you can see where I didn't buff. I did burn the sticker, so I gotta get better, but I've only buffed things a few times, so it's bound to happen, but it's mine. So yeah, you can see it's got a pretty good shine in it. This boat has been painted, which is kind of interesting. So I gotta be careful there because I don't know if they painted it correct. Obviously with all the fish eyeing, I don't know if you can see any of that, but with all the fish eyeing, it leads me to think that it wasn't done correct. But who am I? So yeah, here's the before, and here's after. And then we still have the orbital to do to it, as well as a couple other polishing steps, but that's what I'm going to be switching to, is just buffing the boat. So get this loaded into the Dodge, move some room in here because this is an absolute shit show in here right now. We got Tacoma's apart again. Parts are over there and over there for that. We got the boat, got some stuff for returns. This is an AC job that I did. I just have all my stuff laying out everywhere. Just did a construction job. I got a winch to go in a trailer. Yeah. We got stuff going on around here, guys. And there's going to be some big changes coming up here. I'm going to be a lot more productive. I have some things in the works. Not going to really get into it too much yet. We're going to wait until I progress. But yeah, so thanks for watching another episode of Penguin's Garage, guys. Hope you liked it. Stay tuned for part 2, and then part 3 is going to be us on the water chilling. Hopefully the boat floats, but part 2, we're going to get this thing whole buffed up and all pretty. And then you'll have me throwing the motor back together, getting it in there. Off camera, I'm going to take this stuff all over to Andrew's house. I gave Andrew my sandblaster a long time ago. I'm going to go commandeer it and use it to clean some of this shit up. Throw some fresh paint on all of that. And then, yeah, make it pretty. And then, yeah, so that's it. Thanks again for watching Penguin's Garage, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tune in. Let me know what you guys want to see, what you don't want to see. If you don't want to watch me fix stuff like Craigslist boats or marketplace boats and do stuff like that, then find a different channel to watch, because this is what this is all about. Yes, I go wheeling a lot. I know a lot of you subscribe to me because of that little sexy beast right there. But the fact of the matter is there's other things that go on in my life too. That's a huge part of it, but not all of it. So, thanks guys.